What's happening, party people? I am in Elgin, Illinois. That's kind of a suburb of Chicago. And I'm going to be here today. Hopefully, tonight I will be headed back to Cincinnati because they got a big storm coming through Chicago. Not that I'm real concerned about the storm. However, people love to overreact when it comes to storm stuff. So people going to be shutting down, and I don't need to be sitting in Chicago doing nothing for 2, 3 days. So I'm out. I'm going to head back to Cincinnati this evening or first thing in the morning. And if for some reason I haven't taken care of the important things that people needed me to help with, I likely will be back mid next week. So that's where I'm at. I wish you all a very happy and safe and peaceful Christmas. In case I don't get to post anything between now and then, probably will. And hope you guys have a great day. Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert. That's me. This video contains things that I encounter throughout the day. If for some reason I complete a task and you would like to see the details, you can click on the link in the description area below. This video also contains tips and tricks that I learned throughout the years. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. Thank you very much for watching. Well, here I am amongst this mess. I need to organize some stuff. I also need to get this inverter up and popping. I went yesterday, picked up some hardware for this thing, but the one that I removed because I had one missing, I couldn't find it. And just now I found it about 5 minutes later. So hopefully the hardware that I got will fit. Get this thing together, get myself inverted for a couple of minutes, and get on with tinkering with some cars. I'm not sure if this was missing when I bought the item or not, but when I got it home, I was missing a screw. So I'm going to put this one in here. Look at this hardware I picked up from Home Depot. I think I actually picked up 2 sizes just to make sure. I picked up M10, which I have here, which looks like it may be the right size. And I picked up some M12s, which looks like they may be too big. So let me see if these M10s work. Get this thing together so I can use it and continue with my day. Turns out my M10 was too big for the hole. So it looks like I found a M8 in my hardware stash to put this together. Let me go get the other piece and see if I could finish putting this thing in the mode that I could use it in. I'm not sure what this parachute thing is for here, unless it's for covering up this stuff. Let me see if I can figure out how to get this the rest of the way together and use it. Well, somehow this knob got broken. I just touched that thing and it cut my finger open. That's crazy. Gotta be careful with that. I think I'm gonna put some tape on it for now and order a new knob for it. And I'm trying to set this thing up here, hook it in these brackets so I can see how it works. I have it together. Now over here, I have this in the second hole. And over here, I think I got it in the first hole. So I need to switch that, get it balanced. And then I got this extended down to about 180 pounds. Maybe 178. Not sure how far down that'll be. But you want this thing at a certain balance rate so that when you flip yourself up, all you have to do is lower your arms to get yourself back down. So I'm not sure where it is right now. I'm going to balance that out to the middle hole on this side. And then we're going to give it a try. What you want is for it to be harder for you to flip yourself up. So when your arms is down to your side, you should be up in the up position like this. When your hands is on your chest, you should be totally level, floating level on this table. And when your arms are above your head is when it should flip you upside down. The purpose of this is to stretch your spine out and allow your spine to properly align. Your head, being a heavy object, will cause your spine to pull out as you're upside down, and it's more of a natural sense of doing that. When you're standing up, walking, stuff like that, you're compressing and bouncing yourself on your disc along your spine. This should straighten you out from your feet all the way up to your neck. So let me balance this out and give this thing a try. I've made a couple adjustments. I am now at about 5'10" and a half, about 180 pounds. That should be a good setting for me. I'm gonna try to set it up so you guys can watch it work. Let me see if this will do it here. Put my tool here so you guys can hopefully see this thing work. All right, that should do it. Get in this thing. I'm gonna tighten this knob. It's got a safety here. I'm gonna tighten this knob that kept me as a backup safety, so this thing doesn't move while I'm on it. Again, I need to find a way to order another knob for that. And this is a safety catch, I believe, so this thing doesn't flip over on you and not return. I believe this goes in here. See how that works? I should be good to go. Usually when I use this thing, a minute or two is all I need. Now I have another one called a teeter. It's probably one of the original ones. Maybe not as comfortable as this one because it's an older model, and I have a new canvas for it. If I like this one, I'm probably going to get that other one into somebody else's hands so someone else can utilize it. So there it is. When my hands is on my side, it should keep me landed up straight. When I lay back on it, I really shouldn't be flipping up, just laying back on it. So I lean forward, that'll take me back down. So I need to move this one more adjustment. Laying back on it shouldn't lift me up. Putting my hands in my chest should lift me up to the table position. And I see now when I just lay back on it, it puts me to the table position, which is not the end of the world. So I need to make one more adjustment on this thing to a taller position. So when I pull my hands up to my chest, it should flip me over and hang me upside down. Ah, there it is. So now I'm hanging. As you can see, hopefully this will relieve this pinching or whatever it is. I put my hands up to my chest and it flipped me all the way over. I turn my head back and forth a little bit. I let it sit here, move my neck, wiggle around a little bit, and hopefully this will help keep me aligned, or align me a little bit if I'm not totally aligned. So when I pull my hands down to my side, that'll put me back up to the table position. Turning my head back and forth a little bit. Stretching my head down to my chest. And just relax. Hopefully this will relieve whatever pinching that is in my back and hip action. You can set a timer on it if you want. A minute or two, 2-3 times a day is all you really need in this thing. Now I'm going to put my hands up on my chest. That should start to lift me up a little bit. Now I'm going to put my hands down on my side. That should lift me back up to the table position. It did not. I'm in trouble. So I can grab it and pull myself around. So I need to make an adjustment so that I can get this thing to lift me up totally just by putting my hands to my side. So let me extend this thing a little bit. I can still feel a little bit of discomfort in my hip here. Let me make this adjustment. You push down on this, unlock yourself, get out of it. Let me make one more adjustment on this thing. Okay, I made another adjustment to it. Hopefully I'll be good to go this time. I'm at about 185, 6.5 inches. It's really a weight deal, and where you got these counter holes adjusted. But I want it to work properly. So if I put my hands up on my side, it'll lift me up. So here I am. I'm laying back on my side. I'm still up. Put my hands up to my chest. I should be going back. Put my hands over my head. It should tilt me up. So this one is not as smooth as my other one. Yeah, I might need to pull that adjustment back one more notch. Yeah, because when my hand's on my chest, I should be flat. Now, when I put my hands to my face, that makes me flat. My hands on my neck, I'm flat. My hands go over my head, that tilts me upside down. And I'm not going all the way upside down. This is probably enough upside down, but I should be all the way upside down. So I need to move this up one notch. I think I moved it down one notch and it didn't set me straight, so it's kind of a in-between setting on here. So pull my hands up to my chest. That brings me near level. Yeah, this thing is just a little bit awkward. It's not as smooth as the other one as far as counterbalances go. But it does set me all the way down with my hands to my side. My hands to my chest, it just brings me up an inch. My hands to my neck, yeah, it's a little bit off. Yeah, I'm going to bring it down one more notch. But that's how it works. Hopefully this will give me the relief I need. That last bit of relief I'm looking for. That's that. Time to get to some car work. Guess what I found in the basement? One of my boxes. Whoop, whoop. Go ahead and change that so I can have full control of my vent again. A whole 30 seconds. Nice. It feels nice and smooth too. Yeah, be careful you don't break or chip any of this, especially if you got an R-dash, man. That would be tragic. I'm going to use one of Dan's favorite clamps to patch that exhaust on that T5R behind me. So I'm going to get the tools I need to strap it on. Then I'm going to climb under there, knock that clamp loose, and put this on there to quiet that car down. As you can see, this support, I guess it's probably to catch the exhaust, is rusting out. And that's the pipe right there. Let me get some light on this thing. That's the pipe rusted out. Of course, the bolts and the clamp rusted out. So I'm going to try to get those off, break those off, beat that off, and then put this clamp on here. I think this is 2.5 and not 2 3/4. So hopefully it's 2.5. Well, I have a problem that I did not anticipate. This pipe is swollen. So I either need to cut this off to make this clamp work, or shoot, I don't know what I need to do. Or I need to just go get this welded somewhere, because that big bump right there is not going to clamp with that clamp I purchased. It's always something. I could cut that off with my Sawzall, which would mess up my exhaust pipe. Not sure if I want to do that. Let me think about this for a minute. I got it what some may call half cocked, so I'm gonna leave it like that, see how it sounds, see how it holds up, and hopefully that'll do it until I get another pipe and come back and get this welded up right. That's where I'm at for now. Whoop whoop. Doesn't feel as bad as I thought it would out here. And I do have a low oil pressure light after this car is set a while, so that works. That's a good thing. I wanted to make sure that that worked. I had Elizabeth check it earlier. She said it does. And I don't have a fear that this engine has low oil pressure. See? Low oil pressure warning light. Good deal. Get this thing off the ramps. Now I need to have lunch and focus on unloading Panther and loading that tow dolly on it, because I got a tow tomorrow. I was wondering why that clamp went on so easy and I forgot to put this centerpiece in there. Maybe that allowed it to go on easier. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to leave it off for now. And I didn't listen to see if it sounded like the exhaust was wide open, but I guess I could fire it back up, see if it quieted down some. And I'm kind of surprised at how well these brackets held up, even though the screws didn't. So these brackets must be stainless steel. The screws are not. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.